Shalom Shalom. Before we begin, I want to start off by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh and Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakurash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Green Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. So, man, today's lesson is going to be on, just overall, be careful who you date in this truth. You have to be careful who you are acquainted with in this truth. All right, you can't be just acquainted with everybody or with anybody. All right, you can't just date someone because of how they look in this truth. You can't just date somebody based off, certain things. You have to have very high standards in this truth if you want to go into dating and into a woman, because if, in this truth, we don't go after just women based off their looks. She got a fat ass, let me wife her up. We don't do that. All right. What really attracts us as men is loyal, obedient women who understand their role. Give me 1 second. Salakio. But when you're doing this dating situation, when you're in a situation you wanna deal with a woman, you have to have high standards, and you have to have certain standards to set yourself, because you don't want to just date anybody, because the next thing you know, they good looking, and then and then the next thing you know, they hooking up with the whole block, which this is why when you see a brother dealing with a woman, typically the woman is nice, she offers the men food, do this, do that, etc. Because she knows her role and she knows the order, and she's obedient and she's loyal to her husband, and whenever she needs something, the husband gonna be there to provide for her. That's how order works. That's how where this is like an operation. These big companies, they're only successful because of the companies, because of the system they run, Same thing with the relationship. The relationship's only going to be, successful is if there's order. Same thing with, everything, there's no difference, But this is Ecclesiasticus 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, that her portion of a sinner fall upon her. So, there are some really wicked women out there. Why? Because who committed sin first? Eve did. Eve. So, if you wanna deal with a woman, you have to be very careful on who you deal with, because at the end of the day, Eve was the first to commit sin in following this philosophy of Edom, of Esau Edom. And it's a very tricky situation when you're deciphering women, because in the beginning they can be the nicest person you ever meet. She agreeing to this, she agreeing to that, all that. And then once you hit, she fucking gone. You know, once she grab you, she has you in that grasp, you over with. That's why you have to be very careful. That's why, when dealing with women, you have to be very careful. You can't just choose whoever the fuck you wanna, like, it's very disgusting, some things that some woman would do, like, how could a woman even fathom having a gang pain? Why is that even a thing? Shit like that is just disturbing, and it's very, all because the wickedness of a woman is far beyond anything else, because they are the weaker vessel, and they'll do this and they'll do that and they'll fall short. Obviously we all fall short, but they'll fall short, quicker, and so that's why you have to be the stronger vessel and keep her up when she's down, and she gonna be there when you down. So this is Ecclesiastes 26:14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. So when her mind is well instructed, when she realizes that, okay, I do need a man, and this man loves me, and I love this man, and she gonna do her best to treat you nice and make you happy. She's not gonna try to stress you when you get home. She's not gonna try to do this or do that. She's gonna ask you how she can fix things. She's gonna ask you, what can I do better? She ain't just going, I hate the problem all the time. So you have it's a very tricky situation. But with the spirit and power, the Lord ain't gonna give you nothing you can't handle. So if the Lord don't believe you can't handle a woman, best believe, He's not gonna give you a woman. And if you can handle a woman, if you're blessed enough, the Lord gonna give you a woman. But it's all the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He's the ultimate teacher. He's the ultimate teacher, and sometimes you believe you want something when you really don't, when you don't need it, and it was best that you didn't even get it. So sometimes the Lord will give you something, just so you can taste it and realize you don't really want it. But sometimes, you really, you want something and the Lord knows you can handle it, He'll give it to you, So it really all comes down to the Lord, really. Everything does. But, we have to be very careful with the woman you deal with, all right? I'm not saying it's wicked to go deal with a woman. Of course not. You want to deal with a woman, go deal with your woman. Do what you want to do with the woman, but that's your responsibility now. You can't just treat her good because when you wanna get some, you can't just buy her McDonald's and then give me some, And likewise with women, women shouldn't just fucking clean dish and expect, I want this, I want that. Women should do that because she really cares for her husband and because she really wants to take a load off the husband. But I hope it was edifying. Not many scriptures were brought out, but you have a ton of scriptures on this. But I really wanted to do more of expanding on the scriptures. But that's pretty much it with that. I'm gonna say shalom.